Hello, I'm Grillenheimer. Thanks for keeping up with me. No, I'm really not that important. What is more important is Christ and Jesus and what He stands for. Uh, and as Christians, we need to know where we stand. And because of that, I kind of had an epiphany just a few minutes ago. Sorry, no background game. I know. Next time I will have one. I've got something in the works. I haven't finished, actually. I just haven't had the chance to do it. This was very spur at the moment. I've got something or somewhere I've got to be in moments. But anyway, golly, how can I explain this? It all has to do with sin. And it has to do with everybody, not just me, not just people we see on TV or reality TV, whether it's real or not. And there's a lot of strange things going on. Well, I'll just stay here in America, mentally. That's just confounding the rest of us on political levels, spiritual levels, and we're just like, say what? You've got to be kidding me. I won't go into the details of it, but this is such a touchy subject. How can I do this lightly? You can't do it lightly. That's the problem. Politics have become every facet of our lives. It's annoying. It's obnoxious. It didn't used to be like this. But such has been the last 7 to 8 years, or even longer than that, really. It goes at least 20 years. Really, at least 20 years, if not more, really. But enough of that. Let me get back on point. I got to thinking how when we are in sin, God's not with us. But in everything we do, we have to think of Him. If you are thinking God-like, if you were thinking and you're walking in your mind literally with Christ, you're not going to sin. You will stray away from it 99.9% of the time. Now, the deal is that way back when, Christians right now in the 21st century are screaming Sodom and Gomorrah, Sodom and Gomorrah. Well, let me tell you something. You can do that if you want to. And we know what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah. And that was in, not Genesis, that was in the Old Testament. Then Christ happened. And He opened up a whole new ball game. Excuse me. And when He did that, He allowed everybody to come to Him. And anyone to come to Him. The politicians, the beggars, the sinners, all of us, no one should be exempt from the love of Christ. But the deal is that when you sin, you are without Christ. So the choice is yours. It's not the churches who make their high and mighty decisions. It's our individual, yeah, I'm pointing at you, whoever's watching. It's up to the individual. You have to make a choice. If you want to keep wallowing in your sin, fine, enjoy it, love it. But Christ is not going to be in your heart. He is not going to dwell in you. That is what is important. You can do whatever you're going to do. He's not going to be with you. He's not going to be with me. He's not going to be with whoever. And it's a very touchy subject, but it's a very personal subject for all of us. We all need to understand that if, golly, I try to keep this sort of family oriented so anybody can watch it, but if you're liking like the same sex or something and you're with them, that's sin. But if you love Christ, there's nothing wrong with that. He is going to want you. He wants everybody to come to him. That is his point. That is his message, is the spread of love. Yeah, you love someone, but should you do something with them? That is your choice. According to the Bible, even Christ says it's wrong when he came. But he still wants you. The thing is there is a choice. You have to make a choice. You have to say, I'm not going to do this anymore. I love you. I'll see you. I'll eat lunch with you, but not doing whatever with you anymore. Whether it's the same sex, or you're cheating on your wife, or whatever it is, or you're a student, eyeing your teacher eyeing you. We know it goes both ways, okay? I've had friends in those situations, unfortunately, but it's a sticky situation. The thing is you have to be diligent. You have to know if the love is true. And I don't mean physical love. I mean spiritual love. If you so love the person you like to be with, but you're not married to, or you know it's wrong, then either stay away from them or just be a friend. And love them under Christ, not love them under other circumstances. I can't say that. Other circumstances within the realms of sin, of pleasure. It's different. It's not the same. Okay? And I want to make this quick. I'm going to end this now. I say that and I keep going. The question is, if you so love Christ and you think you're something else, you're born one way. God made you on purpose. He made you with you in mind. He made you knowing what your end is going to be. All of our end. His will surpasses our own, or it should. But when somebody says, "Oh, I woke up today, I think I'm going to be something else. I'm not feeling what I am supposed to be or what I am. I'm going to change myself." And then your parents back that? Are your parents Christian? Or are they just on TV to make it look like they're supporting you? Is it a facade? There's all sorts of strange things going on right now, and we need to be praying. We need to be praying for the people in confusion that are denying themselves. For if you deny yourself, you deny your life, and you're denying God. You don't have God in your heart if you're wanting to change yourself to the opposite, to the extreme. That is not God's will. Let me tell you. That is not God's will. You need to pray your little heart out. You need to think about the consequences of your actions. So many people are doing crazy stuff without thinking of the consequences of their actions. And what does that get them to? American Family Videos. Really. So we need to pray. Prayer is powerful. God and His angels do listen. We have to be diligent against sin, against Satan or whatever. We have to go. We have to go against the grain. We have to go against the norm. We have to be the better person. We have to be control of our lives, and I don't mean trying to become something you're not. First thing you need to do is admit your mistake. You need to admit who you are. You need to accept who you are. You don't need to change it. We don't need to play God. Okay? If you're not biblical, at least try to go to church at least maybe once a month if you're not going to read the Bible. If you hate Christians, if you hate America, and you hate, what is that going to breed? More hate. Is that love? Is that inviting people into your life? How big is your circle of friends if all you get to have is nothing but hate in your heart? I mean, think of the consequences of your hate. You can quote me on that. There's so many better things that can lift us up, that can put us in better moods, that can put us in a better situation. And it's all about letting God control your life, praying about your choices and making the right choice. Write that down. I'm going to leave you right now. I don't have time for a lot of a prayer. I apologize. I should always pray before I record these things, and I normally do. But I'm going to end with Matthew, just a snippet, 17:17. Wow. Okay, I didn't realize that. Oh, unbelieving and perverted generation, how long shall I be with you? Christ says, how long shall I put up with you? Bring me the boy. Bring him here to me. I'm sorry, that's what it says. But it was in reference to a demon inhabiting a boy, and his apostles could not bring the demon out because their faith was not strong. And our faith is really lacking in this country. What we really need to do is we need to support God. We need to support Christ. We need to support each other. We need to support our good politicians. We need to get this country back on track. And it's a spiritual war. And one side doesn't like the other. And one side does not invite Christianity. Unfortunately, we have to choose sides. This is the time. I did not want to get politics into my videos, but I've almost can't stand. I've almost had enough. I got to get this off my shoulders. It's like knock that chip off my shoulder, you know. Wow, no, that was me. That was no sound effect. But I've got to let you go. I'm 13 minutes long here, so pray. Never. Focus, Grillenheimer. Focus. Pray. Ever ceasing of. Pray every day. All the time. Pray always. Think about God always. Ask Christ into your life. If He is in your life, walk with Him. Listen to Him. He is communicating to us individually all the time. We have to have the distractions, and we have to, out of our minds, we have to focus. He is talking. We just have to learn to listen. He is here. He is with us.